All new this midday, we are getting a closer look now at the damage caused to the CDC headquarters here in Atlanta, nearly 2 weeks after a gunman fired nearly 200 bullets into the Atlanta campus. Now, no one from the CDC was hurt, but as you may know, a responding DeKalb County police officer was shot and killed. Marissa Sarbach is live for us at the CDC right now. So, Marissa, what all did you see on that tour this morning?
Jonathan, we saw a lot. We were able to go into building 21 and we saw glass shards all over the floor, and window after window just had massive cracks running through it. We're standing outside because the tour just concluded, so I want to show you what we can see from the outside first. This is the guard shack. Now, as you can see, the construction was pretty much completed. This was fixed up after the shots were fired. This was one of the first buildings that they fixed up. Over on the left-hand side, this is the outside of building 21, the main building that you can see from the street. This is what we were able to take the tour of earlier today. Now, I want to take you straight into that footage. This is the tour that we took with Jeff Williams, who's the CDC Director of Security inside Building 21. He said the buildings were not as full as they normally are because of the time of day. He estimates about 500 staff members were inside at the time and says that for those employees, it would have likely sounded like a jackhammer was hitting the window. Out of all of the bullets fired, he says about 180 hit into the 6 different CDC buildings. Now, the glass you're looking at is what's known as blast-resistant glass. He says the federal government recommended blast-resistant glass for all federal facilities post-Oklahoma City bombing in 1995. And Jeff Williams tells us it worked. He says only about 4 or 5 fragments of bullets were found inside one of the buildings, and that was depending on the angle at which those bullets hit. We also spoke with the CDC director today during that tour.
And this attack was so close to home, and it was so personal for so many of those staff. They were in these buildings. They heard the bullets hit the window. They heard the gunfire. And I just want to make sure that people understand that, you know, these amazing CDC staff had to withstand something that no one should ever have to withstand.
Now, of course, we've been getting so many questions from employees and from the public about beefing up security at the CDC campuses. We are told by the CDC director that security is being and will be beefed up about 20% at all of the different campuses for the CDC, including Chamblee and Century Center, which are a couple of the ones here in Atlanta that we were specifically asked about. We'll bring you much more on this story as we learn more details tonight. For now, live at CDC headquarters at Roybal campus, Marissa Sarbach for 11 Alive News.
All right, Marissa, thank you so much for that. We'll see you later on. Thank you. Well, tomorrow the funeral will be held for the DeKalb County police officer who was shot in that shooting. He was killed there. 33-year-old officer David Rose was the first officer to confront the gunman. He was the father of 2 with another baby on the way and had only been with the police department since September of last year. His funeral will take place again tomorrow at 11 in the morning at First Baptist Church Atlanta on North Peachtree Road. It is open to the public, but seating, we're told, will be on a first-come, first-served basis. Following the service, there will be taps, a 21 gun salute, and a flyover. We will also be streaming that for you on 11 Alive Plus. Well, today's tour comes the same week as hundreds of CDC workers received final layoff notices. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services confirmed the layoffs, but only referred to the department's statement from back in March about restructuring and downsizing to make the agency more efficient. The union representing government workers says at least 600 employees received those layoff notices. Now, we did speak to one employee who is on administrative leave currently, who says some people were informed through an all-hands meeting yesterday, and we're told in that meeting the employees learned that their last day was actually marked as August 18th, so just a couple days ago. The employees say they have not received written notice, at least not yet.